What a race. This has been quite a marathon, a sprint. So many amazing things are emerging, and also things that want to emerge, and some parts of frustrations because some of the things aren't emerging. So this is all good because the lotus came out of the dirt. And so creation is a messy process. So we would like to invite TJ on the scene for TJB. T-Bird. T-Bird.
Yeah.
To talk about our initiative.
Cool. So I was in the session Beyond Politics, and it was phenomenal the past 2 days. Before I sort of share kind of what we came up with sort of as a shared sort of initiative or purpose, I'm going to hand it over to Melody, who was actually facilitating the session, just to give a few words about it.
Yeah, so I wanted to share one of the areas of exploration we were in, especially in the last session, and that was how can we truly be collaborative in a way that's equivalent, in ways that truly honors each voice and brings us together in a quality of heartful connection so that we can mobilize our creative energy and move into action from that place of honoring each other. So I wanted to leave that with you.
Thank you. And through that, what feels really authentic and great is really around building relationship. And so part of our commitment was that we were going to build relationship with each other. And through building relationship, we build trust. And then we can continue to create the conversations and more initiatives to take more action. So our first step is let's get together and build relationship, so we can continue to learn about each other's gifts and talents, so we can perhaps really do something about something on purpose together. So our next step is a commitment to really connecting again and continuing our conversations and to build relationships with one another. So be it, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have another intersection that feels ready to throw out their initiative? Come on down. All right, we have Feminomics. Please give it a big hand of applause. Thank you, Jennifer.
Hi, good to see you.
All right. So we had an incredibly inspiring group of women with us that had very articulate voices. And in our economics or feminomics panel, we came up with an initiative. And it's really based on the fact that we really need to start telling new stories. We need to start passing down new stories to our children, to our brothers, our sisters, and everyone that we come in contact with. Just like our genetics go through, passed down generation to generation, so do our mumetics, our beliefs. And so really we wanted to create a new economic story. And we want to live inside of that new economic story. And we want people to participate in that story, because if we only talk about how it's broken, and we don't give them a sense of what it looks like, what it feels like, what it tastes like to live in this new economic system, which I saw examples of in our group, we saw examples of our group left and right, then people get resigned and they don't know what to do and they don't know how to be. And so our idea is to create a viral video where we bring together some of the luminaries of our time, people like Charles Eisenstein, Sacred Economics, people like the beautiful co-founding women of Indiegogo who've created a new economic system and a way to crowdfund things, people that have done microfinance and nanofinance who are in our group, you know, so many amazing, amazing people that we'd have come together, and you, all of you. Because what we noticed was that the women were so articulate. They knew exactly what that new story should be. They had a voice. So it's putting that out there. And we wanted also, the second part of our initiative was to create these salons. So a new, living in the new economy salons. These are things that you can talk about in your living rooms with your friends, watch these videos, take it into your lives. And so we wanted to help organize these salons. So that's part of our initiative. And we have like a filmmaker here. So I want her to talk a little bit about like how she wants us to participate.
Well, I think we all really wanted to feel a direct action, right? Something we could actually do now. And so what I would like all of you to do is write down my email address, which is sarahsaldana@gmail.com. That's S-A-R-A-H, Saldana, S-A-L-D-A-N-A, which is my grandmother's name, at Gmail. And those of you who have a smartphone, those of you who have an iPad, sit for a moment, because we were talking about manifesting, and that seemed to keep coming up, and it seems to keep coming up in my life. And I absolutely believe that if we ask the universe, we can manifest what we want. And everyone in this room wants so much for our future, and so much depends on us getting that message through to the universe and asking in a clear, concise, heartfelt, passionate way. And so what I would ask you to do is sit with yourself and think, what do I really want to ask the universe for that will impact the future of our planet, the future of our society, the future of all the species on this beautiful, incredible ball in the vastness of space that is such a miracle that we live on. And then do a selfie video. Videotape yourself. Introduce yourself. Say whatever you like. Make it as long as you want. As long as it's then easy to email to me, because I think there's a certain bandwidth or whatever, like a memory level. But if you have to break it up, that's fine. Most iPads, most iPhones come with editing software. So whatever, those are the technicalities. But please, please think about what you came with, or why you came to this conference, or what you came out of it with, and take a video of yourself and email it to me. Or else come to me after this conference and I will videotape you. And then we are gonna sew those all together. And I think it would be so cool because we can really, really then get a sense of what we want, and we can communicate with the universe. And even say that in your video, dear universe, this is what I, as a creator, because I believe we're all co-creators in this universe, this is what I as a creator want to create. And email it to me, or come and talk to me. And then not only that, not only the people in this room, but I want this to reach out. We want this. We want to go to communities around the world and ask them what they want. Because so often we think we know what's best, right? This is what I want. But who knows? I want to know what other people want to, other communities want. So we want all these voices to be included. So please write that down, sarahsaldana@gmail.com. And I know I'm going to get a ton of emails. And hopefully we'll have a website soon and an official email address. But for now, please.
Yeah, help us tell this story. If you feel a strong call in your being that it's time for us to be more loyal to life than it is to like an extractionary, competitive economic system that's broken, if you want to see us be a stand for that, and have, as women are starting to take and add to the values of our humanity, it's starting to shift what we value as a society. And our economic systems are a codification of what we value. Quite literally, our economic system's a codification of what we value. Our values are changing. We want to hear your story about what you value, and have those values be inside of our new economic system. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes. So, as you have probably seen, everything that is been shared right now is on Rally Team. So we will show you in a few minutes how to connect and how to follow that, and to continue the conversation after the conference. So do we have a new intersection? Yeah. Building peace, correct? Okay.
Building peace, that's right. I'm Susan Silber, and I am going to talk about, first of all, that I want to honor and just name that not everybody's voices in our group got heard. And so the initiative that we are going to talk about is not necessarily from our entire group. So I just want to Just want to put that out there. But I'm really excited to talk about an initiative that I worked on last year called the Community Resilience Challenge. And Starhawk in our group put it very eloquently. She said, there are so many amazing existing initiatives that are already happening. Why don't you just honor and support those existing initiatives? So that's what we would like to do. And then Simone is going to talk about how we want to also build upon and create something new with this existing initiative. So the Community Resilience Challenge, it's going to be in its 6th year running. It started by an amazing group called Daily Acts. And every single year, it's the 3rd month of May, thousands of people get to, the third week of May, a bunch of people get together and they work on community resilience projects. So last year, for example, in the North Bay, they transformed the lawn of City Hall and are helping to create a food forest. There's a lot of permaculture-based projects that happen. Creating a gray water system, rainwater catchment. And this year, last year we had about 20,000 people that participated in the Bay Area and around the country. And this year, we wanted to make it bigger and better. There's already resources around. There's a lot of already existing groups that are going to be participating. And this year, we are really wanting to get social justice groups and groups with the new economy. Maybe you help to create a gift circle, or you help to create a garden in your neighbor's lawn. But the idea is to work in community to build, literally with our own hands, the world that we want to see. And we want to tell those stories of these projects happening in May. That's a big part of it. I keep hearing that meme, telling our stories. So not only are we going to create the projects, but also we're going to tell the stories. So Simone's going to tell you about the next piece.
Yeah, so I'm gonna condense it a little bit, but included in that would be lots of different parts of this movement that's happening. So the sustainability movement is included in that, also the youth empowerment movement, but also the movement of artists in action. So artists actually using their form of art to take action within these movements and within these actions. And May is also a big month for May Day and a wide range of actions, and artists would be a part of that too. And I'm going to move on just to... Just talk about events, that's an example. Oh, okay, so 1 Billion Rising was one model that we were thinking of as well, because it's really successful, wide-ranging, and it also brings in a lot more voices into this space, including the broad spectrum of identities that are also rising up. Do you want to do it?
Thank you. Is it good? Everybody here? Yeah. Okay. My name is David, and title of our breakout was Building for Peace. And we realized that there were a number of really great initiatives already present in our culture, local, that are looking to expand and bring the value of their inventions, their ideas, their templates to other places in the country and in the world. And we started to envision amongst a more diverse cross-section of the rest of the people in the group, a type of vision of a platform or a bridge that would take some of the elements of these two initiatives and those initiatives expanding out as a platform for even more initiatives, and harness all of that value in cultural regeneration and export it with the funding of the UN and with, in this case, the French government in a refugee camp in Jordan for 200,000 Syrians, and bring the value of these insights and these regenerative system designs to the people that need it most as an implementation of peace and a way of connecting those that are privileged but are called to move forward in our culture with those that are really suffering and are wounded. So it has an element of healing the wounded as well as bridging from the great work that we're doing into a desperately needy target market, if you will.
Thank you so much. Very amazing projects. And we have our final intersection. And I'd invite you to go to the essence. Wow, there's 1 second each. Thank you.
We represent living well, so we chose to embody our harvest. Let's all squeeze together. And we're inviting you in. If you would like, please hold the hands of your neighbors. Welcome. Mind, body, and spirit, heaven and earth, the axis.
In our group, we recognize that we're all here as messengers and leaders of our communities. And as messengers and leaders, living well means connecting to spirit, God, earth, planet, people, for liability, accountability, and sustainability. Those attributes include healing, caring, sharing, supporting, humoring, celebrating life, cycles of death, transformation, and culture. The emphasis of living well means transparency in education, conscious laboring, consumerism, production as in food in the US, absent of GMOs. It means having equal access that is responsible, fair, equitable, access to health, education, food, income, labor, such as Myanmar and in India. So we invite everyone to participate in this conversation as a leader and a messenger, to teach, to share, to inform, to make aware, and to embrace everyone in an initiative on living well. So this initiative is to continue that conversation through equal, fair, equitable, responsible access to all the wealth and health that should be shared in this planet. Thank you. Ashe, thank you.
We burnt this flame in our group to symbolize the energy of our creative coming together, our collaboration, and I extinguish it to symbolize the end of consumerism.
And at this time, what we like to do is to offer a gift to you in the audience as a part in partaking and sharing. And we will share apples for harvest, rosemary for wealth, and our love. Ashe. Okay. With that, we'll exit from the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much.